Every generation inherits noise, notifications, expectations, pressure to move faster, think harder, do more. But clarity has always belonged to those who know how to pause. Welcome to meditation for the new generation. Every Monday, we slow time for 10 minutes. 10 minutes to reset your nervous system. 10 minutes to reconnect with yourself. 10 minutes to build a habit that quietly changes everything. This is Meditations Monday, hosted by my divine friend, Saint.
What's good, family? I hope everybody's doing well today, and we are ready to embark on a magnificent journey. Whenever or wherever, meditation is a necessity that we all need in our lives. Any type of calmness, simplicity, tranquility, any type of peace, that is a very, very crucial thing to have. Because nobody can steal that. I got my bike stolen. I got actually not more than probably a week ago. It's literally been like 3 days, I think. I got my e-bike and my e-scooter stolen. So all in one go, just one go. In the same year that I initially got my first e-bike stolen. So I started to sit back and think, and I was like, you know what? I thought to myself, and I asked myself, I was like, one, what am I willing to do for free? And that was a profound question that I asked myself. I looked at myself like, damn, you asking questions like that? How am I supposed to answer that? The other side of me is like, and I'm like, I don't know. I gotta think on that. So, as a future philosopher, as a future business owner, as an entrepreneur, I want to challenge myself and I want to ask myself those questions. And you should all want to do that. You should all want to challenge yourselves, challenge your mind, embark on new challenges, embark on new adventures. This challenge right here, which I wouldn't even call it a challenge, this is a covenant, this is a commitment right here that I am starting this new year. We are going to be meditating for 10 minutes straight. I was going to do 15 minutes, which we can do 15 minutes, and kind of call it our little 15 minutes of fame. Because when you're at peace, that's your success. You're successful when you know thyself, when you are keenly and concisely looking inward and not worrying about the world around you. So when things leave my life, it makes space for new things to come upon. With all that being said, I would also like to say this. I would like you all to take this moment now. Take a moment right now before we do anything else. Before you try to fix anything, before you try to become anything, just pause. Breathe in and breathe out. Because the truth is, most of us spend our lives running from discomfort, running towards success, running after approval, running from silence. And somewhere along the way, we forget something essential. Peace is not a reward you earn later. Peace is a foundation everything else is built on. Without peace, even success feels heavy. Without peace, achievement feels empty. Without peace, the mind becomes noisy, restless, and tired. Even when life looks good on the outside. And if you're right now listening to this, there's a reason. Maybe you've accomplished things already. Maybe you're still searching. Maybe you're exhausted from carrying thoughts no one else sees. Maybe you smile in public but feel restless when you're alone. I know that feeling because there was a time in my life when I believed peace would come after I figured everything out, after I reached a certain point, after I proved myself, after I became enough. But peace doesn't it doesn't work like that. Peace doesn't arrive when life becomes perfect. Peace arrives when you stop fighting yourself. And that lesson, that one truth, changed everything for me. You see, for a long time, my mind was always busy, always thinking, always analyzing, always preparing for the next problem because the current one ended. And from outside, it looked like discipline, but inside it was tensions. I have goals, and I have ambition, I have drive. And the reason why I say it like that is because I like to speak present tense. I don't want to speak upon the universe in a past tense because then I'm not writing myself into my own future. I know what I was back then and I can see in the past. I can time travel. I like to call it time traveling. I can go back into the past and see myself, see how I used to be, see the ignorance of myself, see the bad, see the good, and then take that whilst I'm in the present tense and then push that to the future. So in the future, I'm a lot better than what I was in the past. And it was a lot of things I was in the past. And that one thing I didn't have was stillness. And without stillness, the mind becomes a battlefield. Thoughts argue with each other, regrets replay, fears speak louder than wisdom. The future feels heavy before it even arrives. And maybe you know what that feels like too. That moment when your body is resting, but your mind refuses to. That moment when silence feels uncomfortable. The moment when silence feels uncomfortable. When stillness feels unfamiliar, you know? When doing nothing feels wrong. That's not because you're broken. I want you to know that. It's because you've never been taught how to rest internally. No one teaches us how to sit with ourselves. No one teaches us how to quiet the inner noise. No one teaches us how to make peace with the present moment, right here, right now. So we cope. We turn it into a coping mechanism. We cope with our phones. We cope with our computers. We cope with television. We cope with people. We cope with going out. We cope with parties. We cope with vacations. We cope with spending. We distract, scroll. We stay busy. We keep moving. But peace doesn't live in that moment. That's what people have to understand. Peace lives in awareness. And awareness begins right here, right now. Not tomorrow, not when life slows down, not when circumstances change, right now. Because here's something important, right? Your peace is not, understand this, your peace is not dependent on what's happening around you. It's dependent on how you relate to what's happening within you. Once I realized that, everything shifted. I stopped asking, how could I control my life? And I started asking, how do I meet life without resistance? And that's where peace lives. To me, to my knowledge, that's where peace lives. Not in control, not in acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up. It doesn't mean settling. It means seeing clearly. It means recognizing that the present moment, this breath, this stillness, this awareness, is the only place you ever actually live. The past exits in memory. The future exits in imagination. But peace exits now. The more I practiced returning to now, the quieter my mind became. The lighter my body felt, the clearer my decisions were. I didn't lose my ambition. Don't get me wrong. I did not lose my ambition. I didn't lose my drive. I gained alignment. I gained clarity. I gained a calm strength that doesn't need to prove itself. And that's what I want you to discover too. Because when you have peace, you move differently. You see, you speak differently. You choose differently. You stop reacting and start responding. You stop fighting your thoughts and start observing them. You stop chasing happiness and start allowing commitment. And it's something incredible that happens when that shift occurs. You realize you were never missing anything. You were just disconnected from yourself. So during this meditation, this series that I'm going to start, I'm not asking you to force your mind to be quiet. No. I'm not asking you to do it right. I'm not asking you to change who you are. I'm inviting you to remember who you are beneath the noise, beneath the stories, beneath the pressure. The part of you that already knows how to be still. The part of you that already knows peace like a king or a queen. Or like a god or a goddess. And if you're wondering, how do I find this? How do I stay grounded when life gets loud? How do I return to peace when everything feels heavy? The curiosity you feel right now, that's not an accident. That's awareness, waking up. And I want you to know something important. You don't need to escape your life to find peace. You don't need to become someone else. You don't need to reach a certain level. You just need to learn how to come home to yourself. And that's why I'm here. To help guide you towards that. Not by giving you answers, by creating a space for you to hear your own voice. Hear the silence, embrace the silence, and learn who you are. So as we move into this meditation, let go of expectation, let go of effort, let go of trying. Simply allow yourself to be here, breathing, listening, present. Because peace isn't something you achieve. Peace is something you allow. And when you allow it, everything else begins to just fall into place. It's all in alignment. You see? I want you to take another slow breathe in. And gently exhale. Always remember, in that moment, you're exactly where you need to be.
Carry this stillness with you into your steps, your choices, your conversations. If this space served you, return next Monday. 10 minutes, one breath at a time. This is Meditations Monday. Until then, stay present.